Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the first race of the 2023 Ancient Caves Spoiler Tournament. This is a tournament that we created last year where our runners are allowed to use the spoiler JSON, which will let you know a bunch of things about the particular seed that Temple and D&J will be running. I am Attack Slug, so we're working it out. It's a little dusty. And we're gonna get this race started. So our racers have 10 to 12 minutes to look over the spoiler log and kind of map out what they want to do, important things that when it comes to the seed, such as clusters, which is floors where you can see where each one goes, so you can look for skips, shops so you can buy skip items, crucial items such as heavy bazookas, star pendants, rabbit's feet, which I saw a few of when I was looking over the spoilers, so that's cool. And then also they're allowed to use the spoiler throughout the entire seed. So if you get lost, or maybe you're looking for something that you had noticed previously while you were reviewing the spoiler log, the runners are allowed to use that. All right, and it looks like we're going to be going here pretty soon, but I hope everyone's enjoying their Saturday. It is beautiful here in Texas. And now I'm going to be really relying on the floors and the spoiler because I personally can't hear the music. And if you've never played Ancient Cave before, the music is how you know what floor you're on, essentially. So if you hear different music, you know you've gone to a different floor. Perhaps if you hear music you've heard before, then you know that you've been to that floor. All right, looks like Temple and D&J are taking kind of the same route right now. We'll see like the divergences. There is an option on the spoiler log to just take the shortest route to the end of each floor. Which I was like, when I did this tournament last year, which it's really fun. When I did the tournament last year, that's kind of how I was mapping out where I wanted to go. I would notate the rooms where they would lead to the sank spot, which leads you to the next floor. But there's several different ways you can use it. Obviously, our runners were probably looking for areas with skips and where those skips would take them if they arrive there and have the needed item. And let's see, now Temple is a longtime runner of Earthbound and a AC enthusiast. And D&J has made it to the first sank already. Now, the first sanctuary is Titanic Ant, so it's going to be a black Antoid with Titanic Ant, which is kind of doo-doo. When I saw that, I was like, are you serious? It looks like D&J is just going to throw that BBR because this is kind of a cruddy first fight. But they get through it. But when I saw that, I was like, ooh, okay. There is a skip to floor 3 on floor 1. I did notice that as well, like floor 3 and floor 6, but they both require, I think it was the hamburgers. So unless they were able to find hamburgers, they wouldn't be able to take those skips anyway, but that skip does exist. But we'll see. D&J gets through it. We'll see how Temple does. Gonna throw freeze. Looks like Temple's trying to save that BBR. You do start out with the BBR because Jeff does, and looks like he's gonna use it. And kind of like when you get to these first floor sanctuaries that have bosses like Titanic Ant, maybe a Starman Jr., things like that. Like, you kind of have to use your big bottle rocket. There's really not any way around it if you want to move forward in the seed, because you're not going to just, like, you know, sit there and grind to get past, you know, to get PSI rocking. So you kind of have to use it. A little ribbon. Okay. Oh, Temple's turning around. Looks like DNJ's probably looking at the spoiler log. This will be something that you will see fairly often in the spoiler tourney, is both of our runners just kind of chilling. Also, Temple is Puddin' Boy, which I love. But they'll, when no one's moving, it's not frozen. They are reviewing the spoiler, and Temple is backtracking. He must have found something. He knows that there is that skip to floor 3. Both our runners do have those levels from that Titanic ant fight, which I guess is one of the good things about taking maybe a more, you know, intense. Ooh, D&J in a bad spot. Is that freeze doing anything? And the freeze and the sentry robots are freeze resistant. Oh boy. Okay. That's not a good spot to be in. Because really, when you run into those sentry robots, you're hoping that they are not freeze resistant, which, as we are seeing, sometimes they are. Puddin' Boy is in pajamas, and I love it. D&J is gonna reset here. Dirt butut. Looks like Temple. I'm saying Temple's going for that skip. What was I talking about? Oh, you get lots of levels when you get kind of one of the. Oh, D&J has not saved. D&J is going to have to completely redo everything that they have done. Now, Temple knows that these are the skip floors. This is the floor 1 skip that I was referring to earlier. So you got to have hamburgers. And Temple does have the double burger. So the one on the left was floor 3, and the one on the right was floor 6. Let me double check that. And skipping to floor 6 right now isn't really like a super cute idea, just because we're so low level. So Temple has skipped. Oh, I'm sorry, it's floor 4. So Temple has skipped to floor 4 now. So a bit of a jump, but you know, we'll see how they handle it. D&J is gonna have to go back and fight Titanic Ant again, I'm imagining. Okay, Temple buying some more skip items. All right, once again, using that BBR, pretty much the only way to get through that. Now, we'll see if D&J does the same thing that Temple has done, where Temple picked up that burger and was aware of that skip, or if D&J is just kind of going to push forward. We will see. Like, ooh, I don't want to take these fights. Okay, looks like, oh boy, we are taking a UFO fight. UFOs are fast and scary. They're never fun. So I'm thinking D&J is gonna probably do the same thing the Temple has done here. See what kind of gift boxes there is in the desert. So there is, on the spoiler log, you can do critical chest or all chest. And it looks like we have defense spray, a signed banana, which is a skip item, a crystal charm, a T-Rex bat, hyper bee, and some yogurt, a wet towel, and king banana. So lots, actually, like 3 skip items and some gear here in the desert. Also, when you get to the desert, there's an arms dealer. So if you have money, then you can potentially purchase BBRs, bottle rockets, super bombs, etc. So that can be definitely a good thing. Tim's gonna go up here if he can get away from the zombie! And I completely missed what floor D&J took. It looks like he went to 6. They went to 6 instead. Okay. So while it can be tempting to go to the higher floor, we are seeing what happens. You have to be calculated with what floors you go to when you are aware of the floor that you are going to. All right, that Everdread is selling Horns of Life and BBRs. Ooh, and D&J has found the lab, which is a great place to save. Although on floor 1, there's like 2 full healing spots on floor 1. It's not that cute. But it's not hideous. You're watching the floors like a hot thing, Derek. Bobby's stuck in the lab. Bobbies are good for experience. Simple picking up that Franklin badge. There are actually 2 Franklin badges in this seed. If our runners can get to them. Which is a little crazy. Usually there's not 2. Or even 1. DJ gonna try and get through one of these fights. And they do! That's gonna be a huge level up for them. That's awesome. Let's go. They're still going through levels. Looks like it'll probably be the same thing on Temple side. Goodbye, Teddy Bear. R.I.P. Alright, so a big level up for D&J there. And they have found the floor 6 boss. Which is... Who was floor 6? What? Oh, Trillionage? Oh, yoy. And all of a sudden, just a voice from the netherworld comes in and tells me it's Sprout. It's like Derek is really scouring the spoiler log. And thanks to Derek for the restream. So D&J is going to be taking on Trillion Sprout, and that is scary. While they did pick up quite a few levels, Trillion has a lot of moves that are just kind of awful. Looks like they're gonna go for some Fobbies. What's up, Keely? You're not ready for tomorrow at all? That's okay. That's why the spoiler log is there. It's all good. Fighting some puppets. Let's see if D&J can take out all of these Foppies. Family-friendly Foppy. These zombies are mean. It is a little scary to take this fight, but if they get through it, it's definitely worth it. Temple just going to pick up whatever that was. A zip gun. Okay. Temple forcing greens here. And D&J still in this foppy fight. Hopefully this will do it. Okay. Oh boy. Well, Ness and Paula are going to have quite a bit if we can get through this. One more. Ooh, wee. Okay. That's a lot. Oh, and they dropped a vial of serum. How nice. DJ getting big levels right now. Temple picking up that T-Rex bat that was in the desert. Those levels are insane for D&J. Oh my gosh. I have not noticed who has prey yet. So Nocturne. Hi everyone, welcome in. It's insane! And a couple live noodles! I'm sorry, I'm just cracking up at, at the antics on D&J's side. I love it. See how this goes. As I was mentioning, Trillion Sprout is rather gnarly. Gnartown. They can diamondize, all sorts of gross things. They're just kind of an all-around jerk. Temple might take one of these hieroglyph fights. There are a couple of fights in Ancient Cave that you kind of want to take if you're able to, but Temple knew that this was here. And a heal as well, so that's cool. And a laser gun. Ooh, PSI Caramel. There's a couple of fights that you want to take, like the mummies, the hieroglyphs, the sentry robots. If you can get through them, they will give you loads of levels. So they're kind of those fights that you sort of want to take if you can when you see them. But they can also be really scary if you're not able to take on the fight. DJ's still battling it out with Trillionage here, while Temple is about to take on the floor 4 boss. And it's a robot. Now, I believe we saw that these robots are freeze resistant. However, Temple does not know that yet because he has not fought one. And DJ is through the Trillionage fight with everyone alive but Jeff. Once again, just massive level gains for D&J. Temple's gonna throw that BBR. Alright, DJ has made it to floor 7, while Temple will move on to floor 5. Now, the underworld, while it is slow, you don't move very fast whatsoever. There are phones, and there are healing spots. And there's also... Hang on, I gotta find it on the map. Freaking map is huge. Where is it? There's a rabbit's foot, there's mummy wrap, there's a viper, there's a platinum band, and super rum. So the rabbit's foot is probably what our runners will want to take. If they want to walk all the way over there. And DJ in a little bit of a tight spot here, because these are gonna come and get you. There's no way around that. And they're carefree bombs, so that's great. What's up, Eagles? Right, Temple was taking that fight, but decided to nope out. His Ness is dead, and In typical Earthbound fashion, if Temple does find the next sank spot, he won't be able to approach it because you do have to have Ness. And since D&J has every single level in the game, he got through that carefree bomb fight either by running away or fighting through it. I'm sorry, it can be difficult to keep up with two randomizers, and D&J is not going to get that rabbit's foot. He's like, whatever, or excuse me, they're like, whatever, I'm out of here. Temple and D&J both looking over the spoiler. Let's see, where did that tiny ruby... Where did the tiny ruby skibby... tiny ruby skibby. Okay. Where did that take Temple? Floor 8. Temple's in the caves. Excuse me, the mines. There's some good stuff here. Some good stuff. We got a sea pendant. We got a heavy bazooka. You know, Temple's probably going straight for that heavy zook. It's going to be right here. Trying to force a green there so that he didn't have to worry about it, but you can usually just run away from Starman. We got lucky coins. We got diamond bands. We got magic pudding. We got Gaia beams. Dude, the mines are stacked. Mines are a great place to find later on in the seed, such as floor 8. Temple picking up some nice levels here as well. And about to pick up that heavy bazooka. At least I hope so. Be kinda... Okay, there we go. Alright. We got the heavy zook and a lucky coin. Awesome. So I'm interested to see what the strat's gonna be for both of these runners, because it is 20 minutes in, and Temple's already at floor 8, and D&J is at floor 7. I would say arguably D&J has far more levels than Temple at this point. But Temple has a heavy bazooka and can easily just wipe things out now. And a sea pendant. So, let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, Temple's gonna stutter past the cow that's actually a mole for that Gaia beam. Maybe for, for the Gaia beam is the best weapon for Jeff in the game. But also if maybe Temple just wanted to auto fight instead of having to click through to use the heavy bazooka. But the heavy bazooka is going to help a lot for the Gygus fight with Pokey. Let's see. I wonder what they're looking for. It's fun to kind of guess. If I had to guess, I would say Temple's probably looking for a healing spot. Which, if Temple takes the top right hole, it will take him to the Dungeon Man doctor's office. So D&J has found a full heal on floor 7. Let's go. Yeah, Eliza. Basically, yeah, it's like a randomizer maze, potentially. A maze is a good way to word it. It takes the entirety of Earthbound and it moves everything around, so it's a door randomizer, and each floor is divided up into a total of 9. Which is why you'll see we have the floors there. So Temple's on floor 8, D&J's on floor 7. And you kind of go through the map that has been made into a maze, as you said. And you try and get to floor 9, and then that's where you will find Gygus, and you will defeat him, and you will win the game. There are things called skips. So the skips include Monkey Cave items, key items like the signed banana, the tiny ruby, what else is there? The jar of fly honey if you get to belch, things like that. Those will take you up and down in the cave. You can go a maximum of 2 to 5 floors up or down. So you'll see our runners looking for items such as hamburgers, protein drinks, wet towels, etc., to find those skips to be able to kind of move up and down in the cave to get to go forward. However, this tournament is a little bit different. We do allow them to use the spoiler log. So as you can see on D&J's side, they're not moving. So D&J is looking over the spoiler log because we allow them to use it the entire time to kind of decide where they want to go next. And there's a few things when it comes to Ancient Cave, regardless of spoiler or not. I love Kraken Soup. That you want to achieve by the time you get there to Gygus, essentially. Levels, certain PSI moves, certain items to kind of make that Gygus fight a little less harrowing, so to speak. Temple has found a Horn of Life. We have Ness back. Puddin' Boy is back with us. D&J went to grab that hungry HP sucker. Awesome. I love it. Yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. I think that this randomizer can be a little intimidating to people. But once you kind of figure it out, once you get a feel for it and the best ways to play it, it becomes really, really, really enjoyable. I think it's kind of like a love letter randomizer to folks who know Earthbound vanilla really well. But it's not necessary to, know every aspect of Earthbound vanilla to be able to play it. I do think it helps. I think it will give you an advantage. But if you've played the game a few times and oh no, Dimple, this is not good. Oh no. If you played the game a few times, I think it definitely helps. D&J is taking on the Kraken. Ugh. Dimple got away. Hallelujah. Look at this site and it makes sense. Cool way to make the game. Yeah, absolutely. There's also PK Scramble. And that's a key item randomizer for Earthbound. And I think that one is a lot more, for lack of a better word, user-friendly, so to speak. I kind of relate that one to Link to the Past rando. And so we're really lucky as a community to have 2 randomizers available to us. But yeah, this is definitely the one where you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Let's go. But also, we have Keely here, who had never even played Earthbound all the way through, and Keely kills it at Ancient Cave. So like I said, not necessary to absolutely be 100% I know every stat of every enemy, and, to be able to get through it and still have fun. And also, you can just play it casually, and there's really great music. You can choose all these different sprites. It's a really fun randomizer in general. You can just kind of stroll on through the caves, D&J having a rough time with his Kraken. Ay, ay, ay. It must be freeze resistant because we're taking... Oh boy. Okay, well, that'll do it. Rip. D&J did set down a mouse there. Now, D&J can go up to the geyser that is above the little Tenda village, and that will fully heal all of the downed characters in their party. Yeah, yeah, you can. There's so many different sprites. It's really fun. Temple taking a nice green there. Oh God, the ego orb. Man, Underworld is just kind of a cruddy spot to be in general. Because you're not at skip sandwich speed here. And that box wanted to have hands with Temple, but Temple said, nope, not today. Also, you'll see here the geyser is going to be something weird. It's the boogie tent face. DJ just trying to despawn anything to their advantage to get back up through here. See what they can pull out. Riveting content right now, everyone. I'll take the time right now to say that if you haven't followed our runners, please do so. I mentioned earlier, Temple, a long-standing community member of Earthbound Speedruns, actually the father, even though he won't admit to it. The stepdad of Earthbound, I guess, because Shigesato Itoi said that he's dad, so we all know that. But Temple created Earthbound Super Series, and we are ever thankful. And then D&J, a really, really accomplished speedrunner as well, just competed in the Boogie Percent tournament and went really far, has really been doing the grind on vanilla Earthbound, and I'm super happy to see them in this spoiler tourney as well. So definitely drop a follow for both of them. And if you haven't joined our Discord yet, there are links below for that. That's where you can get all the information about upcoming tournaments, randomizers, vanilla. You can hang out when we talk about Taco Bell. It's just a good place to be. Earthbound is a really fun, kind, welcoming community. You'll find all different types of people here. We got an Auto Star Master. What's up? Just trying to playing tag with those enemies and giant stuff. That's still great. So if you don't know, the map of Earthbound is basically just one big splotch. It's still great. Of images all mushed together. So when you're looking at the spoiler, it is just a gigantic map with lots of lines going everywhere and little bloops. So even just like figuring out how to read the spoiler will be to your advantage. DJ backtracking back to Milky Well here for that full heal. Hey, gotta wonder if D&J knows that you have to use the Auto Star Master. They do. All right, we're good. It doesn't have to be in Pooh's inventory. You can just use it and it will automatically go to Pooh. So having that Star Master is going to be on their side 100%. Looks like we got about 2 in the bank. We'll see how this goes. Doesn't look like D&J picked up... They might have picked up the Franklin badge. I don't know if I saw them do that. Alright, we're going to take out some money. So another thing when it comes to Ancient Cave is that healing spots, ATMs, etc. are not guaranteed, as it is a door randomizer. So when you do see an ATM, it is a good idea to take out your cash in case you come across a shop that sells explosives or healing items. You'll want to take advantage of those. DJ still in this Kraken fight, and Kraken is just ugh. Oh, they got through it! Oh, a clutch win for D&J. D&J gonna be moving to level 8 once again with so many levels under their belt. This is awesome. A little beat up from that fight, but they got through it. Now, personally, I quite enjoy the Brick Road room, especially on floor 8. Let's see what it has. Because the enemies are scripted fights, so even if you take the fights, it's still going to be like Rowdy Mouse level. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's not stats aren't boosted. You can get all the items in there. I have no idea where the Brick Road is. Where are you, Brick Road, on the map? There you are. Okay, let's see. Talisman Ribbon, Earth Pendant, Rain Pendant, Shield Killer, and Ultimate Bat. So some pretty good items in there. It's like Rack Stackler. There are 9 total floors. So there are the 8 floors that have 8 sank spots. I'm doing air quotes. You can't see me, but I'm doing that. And you have to defeat each one to get to the next floor. On floor 9 is where you will find Gygus. You're welcome. There are skips, so you can move up and down in the cave, anywhere from 2 to 5 levels. So you will see runners go from floor 1 to like floor 4, 5, etc. Oh, we almost got the second proto skip for D&J. You gotta try it, you know? D&J not grabbing that ultimate bat. Perhaps they didn't look and see, but, you know, it's fine. Would have taken quite a bit of time. Probably weren't, you know, looking for dungeon or Brick Road in their initial scouring of the spoiler log. Simple just saving along the way, which is also a great idea. Alright, D&J will be taking out their money. Oh, wait, no, they're seeing what they got. There we go. $10,000. Whew! We do have Horns of Life and bottles of DX water, which is awesome. Water revives or replenishes psychic points for Pooh. And Pooh has Auto Star Master, so all of that makes a lot of sense. Temple has made it to floor 9. I don't know where or how Temple got to floor 9, but here they are. When did that, what? That happen? Is that floor 9? It is. How did Temple get there? What? You look away for Sewer Starman. Oh! Oh, duh. He fought a boss. It literally was so fast I missed it. It be happening. So Temple is on floor 9. don't know what pendants look like for Temple here. I mentioned earlier there's kind of some things that you want to have set up for yourself before you decide to take on the big bad. You want at least a pendant or two that is going to protect you. Essentially, I mean, the best would be a sea or a star pendant, which you can find in the game. Oh no, we're taking a red. We tried to duck out. And then Temple does have a Franklin badge and a heavy bazooka. So all those things are going to be very advantageous. And then you want levels to survive, and you want Shield Sigma and Brain Shock. That's kind of it. Kind of what you're looking at. To really kind of go into the fight feeling, you know, confident. Also some healing items, if you could find them. Explosives. Things like that. And it looks like D&J, hot on the trail, will also be heading to floor 9 here. If they can get past Starman Deluxe. Like, getting past these foppies. Book of Kings, always nice. Oh, and there's a star pendant. Awesome. Looks like Jeff has prey. So Jeff is suited up. Temple might just be looking for a full heal, a place to save, and Gygus. And Pooh's getting suited up too. Nice. We love it. DJ looking at that map. Temple has found Gygus. That's where he is. Temple trying to despawn here. DJ catching a nice green. There he is. There's the Guts boy himself. Going full butts. I'm gonna set the mouse, or well, maybe just set the mouse in here. I don't know, maybe not. Not a bad spot. Hi, Ryan Ford. Not a bad spot for Googie to be next to a spa. I love the Gygus was just hanging out. Yeah. That's the fun thing about Ancient Cave. Let's see what Temple decides to do here. DJ. I don't think D&J got the heavy bazooka. Yeah, exactly. Alright, we're gonna life up Pooh. We took that shield off. If you did not know, Thunder does take away any sort of psychic shields that an enemy might have. Oh, Starman is freeze resistant. Love that. It's really cute. Not cute at all. That's how Temple got through? Okay. And you'll see the little caterpillar man on Temple's side. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. This floor 9 is a breeze. What? A full heal and a save. Let's go. Temple check-in to see what he has before he heads in. D&J fighting it out with this Starman Deluxe, that heavy bazooka being the factor in this fight. Temple has set the mouse. Here we go. Let's go. Temple, a formidable foe in this tournament. D&J, really? I mean, it's not over yet, but like, wow. I am impressed with D&J's showing. I have not seen them play Ancient Cave at all, online or anything. And they're doing great. And D&J gets through it. Once again, I mentioned earlier, vanilla knowledge really comes in, can come in handy in this randomizer. Except for when freeze doesn't work, because we all, you know, abuse freeze. But all right, D&J on floor 9 now. Let's see how this first round goes. For Temple, we got Alpha, so not too spooky. We got our shield. We got our paralysis. We done. We out. We out. Let's go. Just got to keep that shield up. Take care of Pokey. Oh, you know what? It is. What's better than one Pokey? 2 Pokies. And it's funny because the next like installment in the Mother Project for Hobonichi is all about Pokey and like the Minch family. So all of the new items that are coming out are all like Pokey related. And here we are with 2 Pokies. Terrifying Pokey and hairy neighbor. Alright, I'm gonna throw that shield back up for Temple. Violent candy apple background. Yeah, true. Alright, D&J looking over the spoiler map. D&J has to know they're close. Alright, Temple through phase 1. Jeff has a star pendant and a Franklin badge. So fairly indestructible. Aggressive candied apple of doom. Not doom. Alright, so D&J has Star Master, but Temple has Heavy Bazooka. So for the first round, Heavy Bazooka definitely carrying Temple, but we'll see what it comes down to with that Star Master. Starstorm, whatever, you know what I meant. Oh, and a bag of Dragonite! Alright, DJ finding that super clutch save room here. Ness is dead. I'm gonna try and... Temple gets the life up for Pooh. Definitely want to keep a kid that is able to heal alive. We're into phase 3 for Temple here. While Jeff is fairly indestructible, he is not completely hit-proof. D&J taking this caterpillar fight. Not a great idea, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so there's short prayers. It'll just be a box of something. You won't see the cutscene. Thimble's going to throw Brain Shock, which is a typical strat that you will see runners do for Gygus in pretty much all cases. All right, we're going to keep Jeff healed up. We're just going to pray our way out of this. Okay, I think D&J is getting close to where they need to be to find Gygus. No cutscene, I'm out. Wouldn't be saying that if you were playing. All right, let's see what D&J does. They're probably looking at the map. Gygus is feeling weird, so Gygus is attacking himself. Right, D&J is almost there. We'll see if they just go for it. And there it is. All right. Hot on the trail. I mean, I don't know. D&J has so many levels. I would maybe just go for it. Set a mouse and go for it. Oh, we don't want to fight that. What is that? We don't know what it is. Oh, we're getting past it. All right, Timble's got one more prayer. Yeah. And that's it. That's going to do it. We got a 50-20 sub-hour first round for Temple. Fantastic. D&J just zooming as well. Just the levels that D&J was able to pick up were incredible. Hopefully D&J will finish this out. We'll see how their Gygus goes. That heavy bazooka really it makes a big difference in these seeds. On whether you get through or not. GG's to Temple. Temple will move on to the next round. We are doing double elim, so D&J is not out of it yet. But let's see how D&J's fight goes. D&J doing a little inventory management here. It's funny because I was watching Temple stream barbacoa burritos. I was just about to mention that seed you had, Temple. It was so bad. It was true caca. It was the worst seed. And so it's like you come back with the sub-hour, and the one that I watched was almost 2 hours. So GG's, my friend. Great job. All right, let's see what D&J does here. We're gonna brain shock. Okay. Barbacoa is my favorite, like, taqueria meat. All right, we got the shield. We're gonna freeze Pokey. D&J did not pick up, once again, did not pick up that heavy bazooka, but they do have Starstorm, so we can still get through this. However, Jeff is dead. But we got some items, you know, we still in it. The fact that Jeff is dead in this phase 1 is fine because he doesn't have the heavy bazooka. So D&J is probably just gonna leave Jeff dead, um, rather than, you know, try and res Jeff to get through this because Jeff is kind of useless right now. Wait, oh, wait. Are we using? No, we're not. Never mind. Gotta throw that shield back up. And a nasty beta before we could get that. But once again, D&J had so many levels. So many levels. We still got our bread roll, too. Delicious. Alright, we're gonna have to magnet here. Because Dingo is out of psychic points. We're gonna see if we can just get through this first phase. Oh dear. The shield has disappeared. Come on, take us to second phase. Oh, come on! Please, just let us get there. How much HP does this dude have? Okay, it was just an alpha, so not too terrible. We're keeping Lucy alive here. Lucy's our lifeline, looks like. Although Pup has quite a bit going on as well. Oh no, no! We used the brain shock just to bash it away! Things are getting a little sketchy. Oh dear. We have taken a death on D&J's side. They're not giving up. Let's go. What's the music like? What's the music sound like? What song's playing right now? Derek, will you sing it for me? I know you're not on comms, but will you pop in and sing the song? I want to know. Is it Boston more than a feeling? Alright, D&J's gonna go in for that round 2. Once again, really showing the prowess of the heavy bazooka. That chomp sword stuck in a casket. We won't worry about it. Despawn. Oh, but we put a bit of green. D&J must not have any, oh god. Come on, really? Really? You gonna do that to us? Get out of here. Oh. To try and paralyze Pookie so that he cannot do that. It's not a 100% chance that you'll be able to get the paralysis. Sometimes the percentages can be really low, meaning Pokey's paralysis resistant, and at that point it's kind of just like, well, there's no point to this. You kind of gotta just fight through it. So maybe DNJ's just going in there with that kind of mindset, being like, I might not be able to paralyze Pokey, so we'll just try a different strat. Okay, we're getting the shield back. Making it stronger at least. We're going into magnet. really interested as to why D&J is not doing Paralyzed to Pokey. I would love to know what their thought process is on that. Because typically, what you see is Ness throws Paralyzed, Pokey, Paula puts up Shield Sigma. If Jeff has a Rabbit's Foot, then you have Explosives, you'll use that, or Heavy Bazooka, etc. And then usually you'll see Pooh throw a Freeze to see what sort of resistance we're looking at. But I mean, it's not the only way to win. So it's always interesting to see what, different runners do. Looks like a gut save on Paula. And we have made it into the second phase! Yes! Oh, yay! Oh gosh, that was just... Whew. And also, let me say this, don't let Temple's amazing time fool you. D&J is still doing really well at sitting at a 105 right now. Going into the Gygas, in the second phase of the Gygas fight. Especially on their second try. That is not a bad time. This is not a bad time for D&J at all. Yeah, use the Dragonite. Let's go! But, oh, nope, no Dragonite. Well, actually not always. Oh no! Now everyone feels weird. This could be what happens when you pray. Sometimes, Gygas can be fire resistant in the second phase. But usually... D&J just putting on a show for us. But usually, yeah, the bag of Dragonite is pretty goated. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Okay, one of them is back to normal. This is good. We're gonna keep trying. We're not praying anymore. Oh wait, went to Lucy again. Not cool. Okay, we're getting back to normal now. We're using the bag of Dragonite. Let's go. 300 something. I think, was it 300 something? It went by so fast. Oh no! Okay, so Gygas feels weird here in this second phase. So I'm wondering if D&J is defending to see if Gygas just takes himself into the third phase. Okay, D&J has stopped. Take the race room. Oh, and D&J has DNF. D&J is gonna call it there. They've had enough. I understand. DJ, you did amazing. Yeah, no, really, truly. Don't blame you in a rough spot. But D&J will move into the lower bracket. They still have a chance. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We're gonna rate Ari. He has a race later tonight. That is at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you enjoyed this, definitely hop back on later on this evening. It will be Ari versus, I think, Fly Eagles Fly. Yes, so that'll be really fun. And thanks for hanging out, Derek. Thank you for restreaming. And GG's to both of our runners. We do have more of this coming up, so definitely drop a follow. And we'll see you later.